Hello and good day. You are welcome to another edition of Wordex. I am your host, Stephen Kefas. Today, we would be looking at the designation of Nigeria alongside other countries of the world as a nation of particular concern. This has to do with the violation of religious freedom. There have been controversies and there have been debates. The Nigerian government is saying that as far as it's concerned, there has been religious freedom in the country. But let's go down history lane from 2015 to date. According to the report, or some report, this is the first time in 20 years Nigeria has been designated a country of particular concern by the United States of America. In December 2015, the Islamic movement of Nigeria, popularly known as Shiite, were attacked. Its members were attacked by the Nigerian military. And according to the Islamic movement of Nigeria, over 1,000 of its members were killed, including women and children. They were killed extrajudicially. A committee of inquiry set up by the Kaduna state government confirmed that over 300 of the Shia members were buried in mass grave. As if that was not enough, few weeks later, the group was outlawed by the federal government, meaning they banned their religious activities. The Kaduna state government followed suit too by imposing a ban on the activities of the Islamic movement of Nigeria. The Shia, just like the Sunni Muslim, are a religious sect, but their activities was outlawed by the government. Now, this is an infringement on religious freedom. In 2016, an evangelist was preaching in Kubwa, the suburb of Abuja, in the morning hours. She got attacked and killed by Islamic extremists, suspected Islamic extremists. Her killers were eventually arrested, but then they were released by the police. In the same 2016, Mrs. Bridget A Kanu-based Igbo woman, 74-year-old, was killed by some Islamic extremists. And what was her offense? That a Muslim came at the front of a shop to perform the ablution ritual. And Miss Bridget said, "No, can you please take this elsewhere? This is my business premises." And she was killed and beheaded for blasphemy. Her killers were arrested. Sometimes in 2018 or 2019 rather, they were released by the Kano state government. They had no case to answer. Now in southern Kaduna, Benue, Plateau, and many other parts of the Middle Belt, Adamawa, Taraba, and the rest, there have been cases of massacre of Christian communities, where churches and houses are burnt down. As we speak today in southern Kaduna, for instance, many churches have been burnt down and are still lying desolate. Isn't this religious freedom violation? So the United States government is right. Now, what I expect is that sanctions should follow this designation. Economic sanctions, sanctions of not selling war equipment or weapons to the country. All these are sanctions that must be imposed on this government because this government has continued to violate human rights. Also within the week, we got reports that Boko Haram has captured some newly inducted armored vehicles belonging to the Nigerian military. Now, this is another reason why the international community must not sell weapons to the Nigerian government. Because if they do, Boko Haram eventually captures this weapon. What a sad reality. Then just yesterday, the Kaduna Abuja Expressway came on the news again. Like I said, the month of November went down as the month with the highest frequency of kidnapping and banditry attacks. But December is already overtaking November. There have been a series of attacks in this month of December. Yesterday, a report surfaced on the media, especially all the national daily, Vanguard, Guardian, Daily Trust, Sarah Reporters, The Cable, and what have you, that 16 travelers en route from Abuja to Kano were killed by unknown gunmen along the dreaded Kaduna Abuja expressway. Then, later in the night, the Kaduna state government issued a statement that no, they were not killed by bandits, but they got involved in an accident. That their tire busted and there was an accident. But then, I don't know, the Kano state governor, His Excellency Dr. Umar Ganduje, was seen or heard raining curses on the bandit that killed his citizens. They've been buried according to Islamic rites, but then the argument is, what really happened to the 16 Kano citizens? Were they killed by bandits? Was it an accident? It is left to be known. But then we'll continue to investigate. All the report on the media, Daily Trust, Vanguard, The Cable, and what have you, said they were killed by unknown gunmen. Now, a traveler yesterday also confirmed that around Katari there were pandemoniums. People were seen running. Motorists were seen reversing back because it was rumored that the bandits were carrying out operations on the road. Well, that is the reality today. Then, one of the victims who was released earlier this week by the bandits, he was abducted last Monday and was released this week. He shared his testimony via his sister, and she said that her brother said that in the camp of the bandit, the Muslims are kept separately from the Christian victims. I don't know why. She said the bandits are in possession of sophisticated weapons that make them daredevils. They fear no one. They fear not even the security operatives. With all this information, it means this banditry and kidnapping activity in Kaduna is not going to stop anytime soon. But then, like we always say, please, if it is not very important and urgent, we must not travel using the Abuja-Kaduna Express Road. Well, it is left to be seen when an end will come on these nefarious activities of armed bandits. But then before I go, once again, I'm calling on the international community to please sustain this pressure on the Nigerian government until the needful is done. Yesterday, a letter also surfaced on the media, written and signed by over 60 people in the United States, including the daughter of popular human rights activist Martin Luther King Jr. She herself a pastor, and she's the founder of Black Lives Matter, and other top celebrities in the US wrote and signed a letter to President Muhammadu Buhari, telling him of how his government has failed, especially the brutal killing of SARS protesters in Lagos and other parts of the country. Well, even when the federal government is saying no protester was killed, the international community is saying, hey, you killed protesters. Popular human rights lawyer Femi Falana, a senior advocate of Nigeria, yesterday also at the court premises of the Federal High Court Abuja, challenged the federal government that, hey, protesters were killed at Lekki and other part of the country. In fact, he said he should be quoted. He said protesters were killed. And nobody should deny that protesters were killed. Anyway, that is it. Controversy upon controversy. But then, I have to go because our time is up. So, stay safe until I come your way again in the next edition of Wordex. I remain your host, Stephen Kefas. Thank you and God bless you all.